Hey, this is Carla from the Butcher Babies.
This is George Corcoran, the Fisher from Cannibal Corpse.
Hey, this is Rex from Kill Devil Hill. It's Wednesday 13.
This is Dad from Devil Driving.
This is Motorist from Quad. You're listening to Rabid Noise
on Rabid Radio.
Turn it up.
Hey, Travis, how are you, man?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, good, dude. What's going on?
I'm in Washington, D.C. We just got done with sound check. We're getting ready to do our routine before we play. We do like a meet and greet photos and hang out with some people, do an early entry show kind of thing, and then we go on and we're playing a pretty big set now, so I'm actually really excited about it.
Well,
taking that set over there, actually.
Yeah, well, we're looking forward to it, man. I mean, I've seen you guys pretty much every time you've been here, and it just gets bigger and bigger, because, I mean, obviously, you've got, how many albums now? Is it 8?
Yeah, you would be considered 8. I consider it 8.
Yeah.
Some people would want to consider Half Man one album, but it really was 2. I mean, it is a double record, and it's the same record, but I mean, it's like, it's 2 records. Okay. A lot of records.
It must be getting harder to, like, pick and choose what songs you're going to play, especially because there's so many fan favorites.
Yeah, I mean, what we're doing is kind of doing a mixed batch right now, and we switch things on and off per night. So it's working very well. I mean, we have mainstays that are just staying in no matter what. But for the most part, we're mixing things up, and it seems like, there's a lot of people that come from show to show, so they get something different. Like, they follow shows, and they get something different when they do that, So that's kind of something we're taking pride in doing now.
Yeah, a lot of people will do that, man, especially with Coheed. Down here in Australia, I know a few people that go to every single show.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I think we've got a bit of...
be doing it there, too.
Oh, man, damn right. I wish I could. Well, man, of course, the new album, The Colour Before the Sun, is the first album not to be part of the Amory Wars storyline. What made you guys step away from that this time?
It was really a decision on Claudio's part more than anything. He had a group of songs that he had already written before it was decided that it was a Coheed record, and those songs were written from a very... they're all written from a personal place. Let me put it that way. Even prior records, even when the concept was involved, lyrically, he's always coming from personal situations. And then it kind of, gets, that's how the story is dictated by those personal things that the songs are created around. But on this record in particular, he had been writing some songs, and he had them, and he didn't know what he wanted them to be. He didn't even know if it fit as a Coheed record, but when everybody loved them as much as we did, and then we started working on new, the rest of the music, it all fit. And because he was initially writing outside of that, realm or more comfortable with it, it just fit more to have it be outside of the concept. And I think he just felt more comfortable in his life, too, because, the concept was always a way for him to kind of shy away from giving too much of himself. And, now it's kind of like he can do that or he doesn't have to, Now he can be, he doesn't have to feel like there has to be a concept if he kind of just wants to speak directly from the heart, or sing from the heart, I should say. Or he can have the concept, because a lot of people love that avenue. I think it's a great thing. I think it's a very extra thing. And it's not that we're done with it. I mean, I think of it as like kind of an intermission,
I totally see it from that point of view. I mean, you guys, you've had big life changes. You got kids and everything like that, and that definitely changes people as well. That would have an influence on the writing, would you say?
Well, yeah. I mean, direct influence on a song like Atlas. I mean, that's Sun, But yeah, I mean, I'm sure. I don't think that it's going to influence a tone or, like, say, maybe it influences a certain guitar part or a certain way something's like, because what we perform is basically the soundtrack of our own lives, and everything that's going on in our lives kind of changes it, especially getting on stage and playing. If you have a rough night the night before, or if something's bothering you, that's going to reflect in how you play, and I suppose that's the same thing when you're writing things, But if you're really in a great place, that's also going to reflect. I mean, it goes both ways. So, yeah, I'm sure that, like, a lot of those things do kind of come out in the music, but they don't affect us in the sense of how we work. And, we love performing. We love playing music. We're all always working on different things. So you know, our families are the most important, but at the same time, like, our families are able to, you know, enjoy the life that we have because of what we do, you know, and because we work so hard at it, and we'll always be that way.
What I guess I was trying to say is the tone of this album isn't as dark as the others. You know what I mean? It's, I don't know how you guys see it, but just from a fan's point of view,
I don't consider this album to be a dark album at all.
Yeah, it's got a different vibe about it.
I mean, I consider it to be very colorful in the sense that there are some dark spots or songs that are a little darker than others, but there are also songs that are completely bright and really, you know, very uplifting to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, that's what I've picked up from the album as well. And I thought maybe that's because, you know, you as we were saying before, you know, the personal circumstances are changing. There's, you know, a lot of positivity maybe around you guys, especially with little ones. You know, you can't be unhappy with with the little kids. You
Absolutely,
know?
yeah.
So
no, not at all. And that's definitely something that you can hear in the music.
It's awesome, man. Well, man, the band, it means a lot to a lot of people, and you know, definitely in our household, you guys are a pretty big deal. You're like the band that we all bond over. Especially my eldest daughter, who is just a massive fan, but sadly won't be able to go see you guys because she's just under the age to see you. But it must be amazing to know that, you know, your music is bringing people together like that.
Yeah, Nev, it really is. And having you say it, I mean, it all matters, you know. Just hearing that means a lot, you know. It's like, I don't know, it's reassuring. It helps to feel like we're doing the right thing by steadily coming and playing everywhere we can, you know, when you know that it's appreciated and you know that it makes people happy, and that's what's important, you know. I mean, we do it for ourselves, but we wouldn't be able to do it for ourselves if it wasn't for the people that appreciate it, you know. Like, basically, we do it for ourselves and for the fans, you know. Like, that's it. And other than that, you know, there would be no other way of survival for the band if it weren't for the people that are so passionate and get brought together by the music.
Well, it definitely does, man. It's like an event. Every album that you guys release is like an event for us here in in our house. So, you know, we always look forward to get the special editions and stuff like that. You know, like Never Ender. Like, we watched that from, like, every day. It was great, you know, for us to bond over that. So, you know, with Never Ender, are you guys going to look at doing that again? I mean, like, that's 8 albums. I mean, that'll probably take you a while to jam out on that, but
that's always there. There's no plan as of now for when it happens or when we would do that. But I know that we will do more of that, and I hope, you know, there's the way that we just do album to album, and the next album would be Good Apollo, and I can't wait to do that in its entirety. And like I said, there's no full plan yet, but I know that everybody's excited to do that kind of stuff.
That'd be unreal, man. Well, you know, I know a lot of guitarists, especially younger guys, who, you know, really looked up to you musically. And you know, the biggest thing they say is the songs challenge them as players. Out of all the songs that, you know, you've written, which would you say has been the trickiest song to master when translating live?
I think that some of the songs that have the most transitions in them can be a little confusing. Like, we're doing, from the newest record, we're doing The Audience quite often on this tour, and, you know, it's just got a lot of landscape changes. It's got a lot of, landscape changes and transitions and those kind of things to just remember to always be on top of the game and be ready to switch up to the next part, you know. Even though you know exactly what's coming, you know, it's like sometimes it can throw you off, you know, and I'd say that there's numerous songs like that in our library, you know, like, but I actually love that challenge. I feel like the challenge is what makes it fun in the show, you know, like trying to, because it feels so rewarding once we've done it and it comes out perfect, you know, and we all hit everything we wanted to. And I'd say the longer songs with the most transitions, that's the best way I could put it, you know, and we have a lot of them, so to name just one is hard, but I'll use The Audience as an example right now because it does have a lot of transitions in it.
Awesome, man. I can't wait to hear that one live. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a really good tour, this one. It's going to be really cool to hear that one live.
We'll be playing it out there for sure. That will be part of it. That's coming with us.
Awesome, man. Yeah, it's everyone's really pumped, man. The tour is just selling like hotcakes. Like, it's just selling really, really well. So I think everyone better get their tickets before it sells out.
Awesome.
So, I mean, you guys keep coming back here, which you're more than welcome to. So it's a long way for you guys to travel, but what makes the trip so special for you?
Just the fact that you're saying how people are excited and that, you know, tickets are selling like hotcakes, that's it right there. That makes it worth it. If we have people out there that are really want us to come, we're going to come, you know, like, and that's to anywhere. Like, you know, if there are fans that are passionate and we can bring them happiness by coming out there, then it makes sense for us to come. And we will, you know. It's just, you know, sometimes it's hard to be reassured that it's going to do really well, but Australia and New Zealand have treated us so well that, you know, the minute we are, you know, asked to do it, we're going to do it.
That's awesome, man. You guys should just move down here. Then we can see you guys all the time.
It'd just be tough to be away from our families, that's all.
Oh, bring them down. Bring everyone down.
Yeah. It would be awesome. Yeah. I do love it there.
Oh, man. We would love to see that, but, you know, we understand. You know. We can't be too selfish. Well, man, have you guys got a plan to follow up The Color Before the Sun in the near future? Have you been working on any tunes?
There's been things that have been passed in like sound checks and stuff like that, and you know, but nothing is set in stone. Nothing right now. It's just all about touring The Color Before the Sun. So, you know, when we all get home, we kind of, you know, just regenerate. You know, we'll be home a lot in April, so we regenerate and see what happens. And once we get out to Australia, you know, and we're out there and get that side of the tour done, then it's, you know, I mean, we're going to probably be touring throughout the summer on The Color Before the Sun, but there'll be things in the works. Everybody's always working on things, you know. Awesome,
man. Well, yeah, in the meantime, of course, we will see you and the boys at Max Watts in Brisbane on May 10. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, man, please come up and say hi, Nev.
Will do. All right, man. Well, thanks so much for taking the time to chat to us, dude.
It was good talking to you, brother.
Hey guys, just want to take a minute to give a shout out to our podcast supporters, RW Promotion, who are the best in the business when it comes to printing posters, flyers, banners, badges, business cards, you name it. They've got what it takes to help you get everything you need to help spread the word about your band or business. And with a blistering turnaround, they'll make sure you get your product ASAP. So get in touch with Richard and the team at www.rwpromotion.com.au or shoot them an email at info@rwpromotion.com.au. Also want to give a shout out to the guys at Blacklight Art and Design, who in my opinion are the Gold Coast best screen printers. So, you know, we've gotten many band shirts and even our own Rabid Noise shirts done through these guys, and they've also got one of the fastest turnarounds I've ever seen. So all quality prints at competitive prices. So whether it's band merchandise, sporting teams, promotional garments or workwear, you know, they've got you covered. So hit them up at www.blacklightad.com.au or email them at info@blacklightad.com.au. So big thanks to those guys for helping us to bring you this podcast each and every week and for, of course, supporting the metal scene. So now it's back to Rabid Noise.